There are two ways to play your pedals, and that will be the heel up or heel down. Let me explain my foot technique now. What I'm basically doing is mixing these two ways. I'm actually a heel up player, but I try to keep my heels as low as possible. This way, I can use all the muscles of my leg as a heel up player and get enough power, plus use my ankles and break these heel up speed limits. Here's something that will definitely help you to get into the motion. Okay, next one is another foot control exercise which combines foot control and single foot speed as well. This is really fun to play, but it's also very hard to play on faster tempos. What I'm doing here is keeping a basic pattern on the top and just do some kick displacements. So I combine quarter notes and eighth notes, 3-stroke roughs, 16 notes, all played in single foot. So we have to play all these 6 examples really good before we move on to drum reading. Then we can read any line that contains quarter notes, 8 notes, 16 notes, 3-stroke roughs and so on. There are 2 different ways to practice this one. The first is going to be your main foot, your good foot. Like for me, it's going to be the right one. And the other one is going to be your weaker foot, which is, for me, the left one. It will definitely give you some great results about your weaker side, but the main thing is going to be your strong foot, which is going to give you some crazy beats when you complete all the system. Okay, here's an exercise about our left foot, how we can make it stronger and how we can get some really cool beats by using it. There are 5 different beats we have to check first, which we're gonna keep drum beat at the right side, and we're gonna play some 8 notes, quarter notes, 16ths, 3-stroke halves, only with the left. I'm gonna use my ribbon crusher on this one. And then, of course, we can improvise and just mix everything up and come up with our own ideas.
spend a lot of time doing various coordination exercises in order to bring my top half of my body and the bottom one in good harmony. So here's a few of them that can also be used in your warm-up routine. Here's one of my warm-up exercises. What I'm basically doing here is playing singles, doubles, triplets, quads, and then triplets, doubles, and back to singles. All this is between right hand and right foot, and then left hand and left foot. I split it around the set, so we'll have better balance results. Okay, for the next one I have some single stroke groupings for each hand from 1 note up to 8 notes, while at the same time I will keep a double bass pattern on the bottom and try to match my hand on my feet as much as possible. We can also split the 16ths we play on our feet on different pedals and get different sounds. That will make it sound a little bit tricky. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to play a very simple multi-pedal pattern, which is going to be right kick, right hi-hat and left hi-hat. Check it out. Okay, next one is a great coordination exercise, which is also part of my practice routine before the shows. What I'm basically doing here is play some 16-note poses and filling in with my kick drum on each pose. Here's a slow demonstration of what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see the whole thing together, and remember we count 4/4 on the hi-hat. Then I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit more and work right and left foot separate. We really need to avoid any kind of flams between kick and snare. Most of the times, some simple ideas can lead to a very hot lick, depending on the tempo you play or the orchestration. For example, Okay, the next one is a very simple exercise, which I was doing for years and had some great results on my balance. What I'm doing here is playing 16ths on the top, while at the same time playing 8th notes on my feet, and vice versa. I'm going to demonstrate the whole thing on a slow tempo and then on a fast one tempo. We can also use 8th note triplets and 16th triplets. Okay, here's a 4-way coordination exercise which I split around the set by going from floor tom to tom 2, tom 3, and then on my side snare to work a little bit more my left side. What I'm doing here is playing a single stroke roll between handed foot on the right side and the left side. I will do this on a slow tempo and then double time. Example. This one will give you some great results about balance and speed as well. The next thing we'll do is play the whole thing together non-stop and add 2 more notes with a free hand on each side. This is actually really fun to play. Let's move on to something different now. The idea here will be to be able to orchestrate licks or phrases, but on a more technical approach. So what I'm going to do here is play a very easy riff and then try to orchestrate it on the drum set. But always it's got to sound on the same vibe. So it will be actually like I'm playing the riff on my drum kit later on. So here's a riff for now. So now I'm going to go on my drum set and try to orchestrate this riff on my drum set, make it sound as much interesting as possible. Now let's speed it up and see how it sounds with the guitar also. I actually wanted to show this some other time on my next DVD release sometime soon, but since many people of you ask about it, that's why I include these short clips. So there are many things I need to tell you, and that's what I'm going to be focusing for my next DVD. Another option is going to be to play against the riff, not along the riff like we did on the first example. So basically the idea here will be to orchestrate something along the riff and then skip it and play something really different, like a freeform solo or whatever. So basically you're gonna sound like a guitar 2 or a solo guitar. So what I'm doing is go along the riff, and sometime I will play something completely different, always on the same tempo, and then return on the main riff and follow the track. So here's another riff which we're gonna orchestrate with these two different ways. First we're gonna go along the riff and then against the riff. So let's check it out. Okay, let's hear them now a little bit faster. This is my approach on a very interesting drumming concept, and that's the rhythmic illusions. So what I'm basically doing here is count 4/4 on the hi-hat and play 16s while I'm trying to accent every 3, 5 or 7 notes. So basically we have 3/4, 5/4 and then 7/4. What we're trying to do here is hear the melody and how every illusion sounds for 1 bar or 2 bars, and then try to apply some of our beats. On the very last bar we have 16 notes, so if you try to accent every 3 notes, we're going to have 5 groups of 3, which equals 15 notes plus 1 note before we move on to the next bar. Same goes if you go for 2 bars, so it's going to be 10 groups of 3 plus 2 notes before we move on to the next one.